Here we go. All right, everybody. Again, welcome to the Coffee Club. Let's start out with Sandy Abate. Tell us about you, Sandy.
Yes, my name is Sandy Abate. I opened up SCA Bookkeeping late last year. I focus on small companies, a lot of times sole proprietors that really just don't think they can afford a bookkeeper. So their books just sit, all the paperwork just piles up until tax time. And that's just not a good way to be prepared for anything. So those are the clients that I mostly look for. I also co-host for HMP Thursdays at 2.
Awesome. Yeah, and just reach out to Sandy if you want to get a personal invite from her, and she'll make sure you get there. And I love Iowa. I'm starting to go there. My husband's going again today. I don't get to go this week, but yeah, I just absolutely love the Iowa group on HMP. So highly suggest going. Let's go out to Grace Strawn. Tell us about you.
Hi there, I'm Grace Strawn, and I am a human connector with Greener Still and Sendo Cards. And I just want to know, has everybody heard about the postcard program? It's fun, it's easy, it's addictive, and it's affordable. So if you want to know more about it, let me know. And I'm Grace with Sendo Cards.
Thank you, Grace. And yes, send out cards. I've had it for many years. It's amazing. You know, I love it that they take pictures off of stuff we post and send it right to our doorstep. And then it's a keepsake, isn't it, Grace? Absolutely. Thank you for that.
It's something it's fridge worthy.
Absolutely. I agree. I have them all over my house now from all the great send out card people. It's wonderful. Daryl, let's go to you. Tell us about you.
Thank y'all for having me today. I'm Daryl Wicker, also known as the Debt-Free Santa Claus. I help people get out of debt in record time using a software that's customized specifically for them or for their business. And usually I can get people out of debt, including their mortgage, on average as little as 5 to 7 years, and save them hundreds of thousands of dollars in the process. Daryl Wicker, debtfreesanta.com, spreading cheer throughout the year.
I love it. Awesome. And you are from North Carolina, is that correct?
Yes, a little city called Winston-Salem.
Awesome. I'm really glad you're here, Daryl. And I love the hat. I think Christmas should be every day of the year.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. All right. Let's go out to Dr. Laura Christine. Tell us about you.
Hello, I'm Laura Christine. I'm a traditional naturopath, and I teach and educate people all about food, whether it's through my naturopathy or I have another business called Kitchen Garden Expert, where I build garden boxes and help people learn to grow organic if you want, or healthier lifestyle vegetables and herbs and those kinds of things. So it's all about food for me. Dr. Laura Christine, naturopath, kitchen garden expert. Hi, Michelle.
Awesome. Hi. Yeah, I can testify to that. She's great. I've seen what she's built, and she also does maintenance too. So, you know, you can hire her to not have to worry about your garden because she can help you with that too. Awesome. And let's go out to Sarah. Tell us about you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Healy Vigo, and I'm with the Aegis Group. We are a boutique property and casualty insurance brokerage firm. And so we shop the market and really dive deep into what our clients are doing to see how we can help them with their current premiums, because insurance isn't very fun. On top of that, I label myself a person with a passion for people and pets. I feel very strongly about supporting the veterinary industry, whether it's doggy daycares or anyone, dog boutiques, because they have a lot of liabilities that they carry for taking care of our animals, and it's important to make sure they're well covered. So I am Sarah Healy Vigo, and I have a passion for people and pets with the Aegis Group.
Awesome. Thanks, Sarah. Let's go out to MJ.
Well, good morning, everyone. Glad to see everybody, and I'm glad I'm here today. It looks like fun. I will have to leave early, so because I run another one at 11:30. But I am what I do is I help people like Daryl I help people to free up money so they can go work with you all. And that's the thing that I do, work with people in money in all areas of money and finance. I've done this for a long time. And so I love it. I'm with Primerica, and we are the one-stop shop for every financial service that you would ever want, including mortgages, protecting your home, all kinds of things, auto and home insurance. But the thing that I love the best is working with business owners, because right now I'm working with a small business owner that runs Amazon routes, and she has like 25 people, and we're going to do a 401k for her. So this is one of the things that we can do, and the cost is so reasonable. It's just unbelievable. So I love working with people and money, have done it for a lot of years. And the thing that I remember about everybody is that when I tell them, like Daryl, that they can be out of debt faster, those light bulbs go off in their eyes. And I love watching that. So I'm MJ, and I'm the money coach.
Awesome. Thank you for coming. And how many years have you been there?
With Primerica, 22.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. And I agree. You are the one-stop shop for sure. Awesome. All right, Jen, how are you today? Tell us about you.
I'm doing good. I like it. You put all the insurance people right in a row there, Michelle. That's pretty good. So, and to jump off of what Sarah said, a lot of people don't like talking about insurance, but if you're in it, you love it and you have an unusual passion, we're all twisted. So my name is Jennifer Mills, and I am with American Family Insurance. Kathy Weaver would tell you I need to sing the jingle. I'm not going to, but hold on. Let me make sure one of my gals are going to answer that call. So sorry about that, folks. Okay, so, but I'm with American Family Insurance. We do property, casualty, also commercial and life insurance. I have a passion for all of them. Again, any of us in the industry, we do. Storm season is always one of those we get to pat ourselves on the back and go, what we do makes a difference. We sadly get to see it. We never pray for the hailstorms, but when those things come through, we know that what we're doing is a good thing. So, but I'm based here in Kansas City, Kansas. Our agency that was licensed in multiple states, including Kansas, Missouri, Colorado, Arizona, Nevada. I don't even remember the couple of the other ones. I'd have to go back and look at our list, but always here to help, and loved getting to teach people just about the basics of insurance. So Jennifer Mills, American Family.
Awesome. Well, I'm really glad you're here, Jen. It's always awesome to see you. And now we're going to go over to my special guest that I met from the Happy Neighbor. Oh, wait, Kathy would be on to me right now. She's not here to remind me, but I am Michelle Cruz with Legal Shield, and I just absolutely love helping people with empowering themselves and their families with our two amazing services. So we help individuals, families, small business, and I also can offer this to your employees as an employee benefit. So just amazing stuff. I mean, have you gotten your will done? Have you had a traffic ticket, a moving violation, stuff like that? Daily life occurrences. That's what, just give me a call. I can tell you all about it. Now we're going to go out to this amazing person that I met at Happy Neighborhood Project recently. And she's wrote a book, and I've already started reading the book, and it is absolutely amazing. And so I'd like to welcome Carrie. Is it Copley or Copley?
It's Copley.
Copley. Go ahead and just tell us a little bit about you and your background and what you do.
Okay. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Carrie Copley, and I'm from Iowa. And I am the founder of a really small company called Love Your Life. And at Love Your Life, I do life leadership coaching, speaking. I'm a spiritual director, and I'm a published author. And I really love to work with people on getting them grounded. And I believe in my four guiding principles are that we've got to live life with a strong foundation. If you don't have a strong foundation, you're one of those people that go all up and down. And under that strong foundation, it is really taking control and being intentional with our words and our thoughts. And that's a mind game. I love to coach people and speak about that. We have to be purposeful with our time and our resources. And we have to be persistent with our dreams. Each one of us has big goals and dreams, but oftentimes they scare us to death. And so we kind of push them down, or we think one day, as soon as the kids are a little bit older, as soon as I have more money, as soon as this happens or this happens, I'm going to step out and do that. And actually, I believe it's part of your higher calling. And so it's learning to be obedient to how can I make that happen today? So, and that's actually how I even published my own book, because I had that dream. It scared me to death. I thought, there's no way I can do this. I am not a writer. My college professor told me what a bad writer I was. And he told me I lacked creativity. I had no imagination. And my cocky 18-year-old self told him, no, he gave us boring topics. And he said, no, it's you. So today I can understand what he's talking about. So, I could only do it because I learned how to be strong in my foundation. I've learned how to master my mindset, how to be intentional with my time, and to really be obedient to my dreams.
That's awesome. So could you give us a little bit of what inspired you to title the book the way it's titled?
Yes, so that's a story in itself. That's a presentation in itself. But one day I woke up, or one day I was out with a friend, and she asked me what letter grade I'd give my life. And I didn't like the question. I didn't like the answer because I didn't have to think about it. And if you'd ask yourselves, what letter grade would you give your life? Just ponder for a moment what you would say, and ask yourself, do you like that answer? And so when she asked me, the letter grade like C- popped into my head. And that was not that was not the image that I wanted to portray. In fact, I was irritated because I was always, back then, I was really busy looking good and striving like to have the right career, climbing the right steps, look like I was the outstanding mom, the outstanding wife, just succeeding and like, look at her. And then one day, so I was given the hint, Carrie, what letter grade would you give your life? C-. But what I did instead was justify it. My friend said that was the same grade she gave herself. And we summed it up to, it's a phase. The kids are young. Sometimes money's a struggle because, you're doing this and this and all over the place. So instead of really doing some self-evaluation work, like what the heck, I just went on and just kind of ignored that, which was a pattern in my life looking back. So fast forward a little bit, and one day I came home at midnight with my then husband, who looked me in the eye, and he said, I'm leaving you tomorrow. I'm leaving you. I don't love you anymore. And I was like, what? Now, I thought we had the ideal marriage. People refer to us. How many people remember the Brady Bunch? We were like the perfect family. We looked like the perfect family. We were not a blended family, but we were foster parents. And so we were fostering other kids. We had 2 of our own. We were involved in our church. We were involved in our community. We were living life how it's supposed to look, but it fell apart. And so that's initially how the book got its title, the subtitle, Living an A+ Life in a C- World. But in the book, I share a little bit in that before the book even starts. I didn't even completely understand the book. I felt it was very much a passion that I was supposed to write. And I believe that our dreams are part of our higher calling, which as a Christian, I believe that's part of it. So one night I literally woke up hearing the book is going to be called Finding Joy. And I was like, no, it's not. My intention of writing the book was to get into like Fortune 500 companies and be a speaker and then get coaching clients from that. That was my intention. But I kept hearing the book is going to be called Finding Joy. And I had not experienced anything like that ever before in my life. And I'm also not typically a real nice person if you wake me up in the middle of the night. And so I didn't understand what was going on. And I finally just said, if this is you, God, I don't like this title. It's fluffy. It sounds like it's for church ladies. And I was a church lady, but I didn't want to speak to those people. And so then I remembered in the morning and I thought, oh my gosh, I've got to call the book Finding Joy. So I stuck with the subtitle though. I said, I'll call it Finding Joy, but I am going to add how to live an A+ life in a C- world. I still didn't understand what it was all about, but I wrote the book, and I remember finishing it towards the end thinking, how am I going to tie in finding joy? You know, I was still kind of writing the book on my own thoughts, my own terms. And really the secret is that when you learn how to have a strong foundation, it goes right back to my guiding principles. That creates a more joyful life. When you're trying to be a people pleaser and trying to strive to have a right look and to live that way, it is a joy stealer. So it was all through that process that my eyes were open. Oh my gosh, this is what it's about. And that's not how our world lives. We're really worried about what other people think of us and having the right look and having our kids in the right activities. And it's just really sad how often, and I have to be careful. I have to ground myself back daily into my foundational beliefs so I don't start going off into how the world expects us to live. So that's kind of how the book started and the purpose of the book.
Wow. Carrie, yeah, and let's see what page have I gotten to. I've only got to page 35, and I can tell you everything you just said. And finding joy, that's really funny, because that's what really struck me with you is God gave me in 2018 in October the Joy Discovery Project. And, you know, I've been always a happy person, but I have had a lot of trauma in my life. And so I went down the wrong road for many, many years, and it was really devastating. And so anyway, he gives me this, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? You know? And what he told me is I've had this gift since I was born. You know, he gave me this gift that I've always, no matter what the trouble is, I always figure out how to make myself happy. And so, and then how to make other people feel better when they are down and feeling bad about themselves. I can sit and just talk, and we can just hang out. And by the time we leave, we're both laughing. And it's just, that's what it's all about, is it's already in you, the joy, and you bring it out because you're recreating what's already inside of you and sharing it with the world. It's just amazing. So so far this book has been absolutely amazing. I didn't know what to expect, and it was absolutely not what I expected. So I just appreciate it, Carrie. I can't wait to finish the book this week. And yeah, so thank you for being here. Does anybody have any questions for Carrie or comments?
I do. I thank you for the book, because I want to buy it and read it. But the devil wants to steal our joy away, and he's already lost the battle. So we're on the winning team, and I just want to thank you for that book. I can't wait to read it.
Thank you. And if I can put my website in, you can get a free ebook. So I think the message is important. And so I decided that my ebook is just going to be out there if people like that format to read. So there's a gift to everybody.
Yeah, and Carrie, since I have to have both, I want the ebook and the hard copy. I was fortunate enough that she sent it to me, so blessed for that. And how much is your book if you want to buy the hard copy?
I believe on my website, it's only $10.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
If you go to Amazon, you may pay up to 20 because people take it and then resell it.
Oh,
Bookstores resell it.
Okay. Yeah, we want to support you though. So
Yeah, put your website on the site.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you also, Carrie, did you self-publish the book, or did you go out and find a publisher?
Yeah, so that's a whole nother story in itself. But what I eventually did, I went to get the courage. I went to a seminar on how to publish a book, and they wanted me to use their company, but I had to pay them $40,000.
Right.
And really, I so believed that was the only way. I was so insecure. I totally believed that was the only way for me to write the book. Thankfully, my husband was more grounded and said, no way. So then he's like, just write the book and we'll worry about getting it published. So I looked at several publishing companies and I finally went with a company. So it's partly self-published, but I used a publishing company.
Okay.
And so I wrote the book, then, he did that publishing company, had the editors and did the Library of Congress stuff, did the ebook. So they did all of that for me.
Good. Okay, great.
That's awesome.
That's great. Yeah.
I just
right.
wanted to say, I absolutely love the word joy. So many people are, I need to be happy. I need to have this, I have that. Joy is a completely different word that I think strikes people differently. And I'll say that to my husband, this is so joyful. It's almost a special word. And I just love the fact that you incorporated that in. So I'm excited also, like everyone else, to check out this book. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
sharing
Yeah.
today. This is wonderful.
I
So-
love it.
Thank you. So it's funny that you say that because joy was not a word I used. I talked about happy, but at the same time, this was all happening and I was really slow to connect all the dots. That year, I was fairly new in my coaching and I probably had 5 or 6 clients, men, women, Christian, atheist, Muslim, and they hired me for a reason. And then within a couple coaching sessions, they all switched. And they said, do you know what I really want? And I was like, nope, what do you really want? Each one of them said, finding more joy. I want to find joy in my life. And it was
Wonderful.
like, and I'm not kidding you, like,
Wow.
the last two who said it, one was a Muslim man who refused to put faith, even his faith at all in any of our coaching, but he said he wanted more joy. The other one was a guy who came to me. He had talked about coaching for 5 years with me, finally committed, or maybe 3 years, finally committed with me. He had all kinds of stuff going on in his life and lots of stuff. And he said, Carrie, you know what I really want? And I laughed, because I was actually meeting him at a coffee shop. And I kind of giggled inside my head. And I thought, there is no way this guy is going to say finding more joy. He has all this stuff going on. There's no way. And he looked me in the eye and he said, Carrie, I just want more joy in my life. And I was like,
That is
I
wonderful.
could not even believe he said that. But it was at that point, I think I started to get the hint. Okay, I think I'm on to something. Because at first joy really scared me. How do you help somebody find more joy? But then it's really going back right through that process of you got to have the strong foundation. What is joy? How are we called to live? And what does a strong foundation look like? And to help build from that.
I love this. This is the greatest call ever, huh, everybody? Anybody have any more questions, comments?
I guess, Carrie, I have a question that I just wanted to ask if, have you talked to your friend and asked that question again about how you would relate what grade you would give your life?
I have. So this was literally 20 years ago. And now I understand. So when we go to school, we were so focused on each quarter and then each semester.
Mhm.
And I love to, on my website, I also have a little assessment that you can do to see what letter grade you give your life. But now I realize that we can be in an A time in our life and it can drop way down. And so the secret is to be intentional about how you maintain that.
Right.
So really staying focused that if we ignore, and I was a really good ignorer, and if we don't focus on it, then our life can go down really fast. And so the book is all about, it has 7 different secrets in it, and they're not really secrets. We all know them. It's just learning how to live with them, not as part of our foundational life. To
Okay.
maintain it. So even when you're going through a struggle, you can still find joy. You might not like the struggle, but you can find joy.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for writing the book, Carrie, because in my business with the naturopathy, mindset is 70 to 90% of the illness that I help people come out of. Mindset, mindset, mindset. And if your foundation is not strong, you know, that, like you just said, that it affects your spirituality, it affects your body. Yeah. So I think it's great that you are speaking that and sharing that with people.
Thank you.
Love it. Who's next? All right. Well, Carrie, I appreciate all of this. This has been wonderful. I'm learning stuff and being inspired today with joy. Yes, once again, I love it. I love it. Okay, so what is your best client, Carrie, that you would be seeking and maybe we could help you find?
So I always like to say that my best client, well, I'll turn it around and ask you a question. Have any of you ever felt completely overwhelmed in your life with the busyness? You feel like you give everybody your time, but it comes to you and you're wiped out. You've got no energy. That's my ideal client. So I always say, I help people live a life that's better than busy. You know, better than busy. And we can all catch ourselves. Just ask somebody how they're doing. It's kind of a fun test. And like 9 out of 10 times, they'll tell you how busy they are. We wear busy as a badge of honor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so let's see. How long have you lived in Iowa?
Well, actually, I've lived a long time, probably 30 years. I was born in Kansas.
Yeah,
So
we talked about that.
then moved to
So,
Iowa.
do you want to share that with everybody, how you ended up in Kansas?
Well, I was born in Kansas, in Manhattan, Kansas, but we lived in Clay Center, really small town in the middle of Kansas. And then when I was a teenager, we moved to Iowa. So I kind of just stayed.
Yeah, Sandy's lives in Iowa too. So I'm wondering if you guys are even close to each other.
Where
So
are you at, Sandy?
I'm kind of outside of Cedar Rapids.
Okay, I'm in Ames.
Okay.
I used to live in Solon, Iowa, which is right outside of Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
And I know where Ames is.
Mhm.
yeah, cool. Cool. Awesome. So do you have any events or anything coming up or some kind of networking that you like doing or?
Yeah. So I'm actually starting a group coaching program in September called, and it's also on my website, called the Joy Formula. And it's really helping people connect 5 areas of their life to their why. And I use my hand because I really started in coaching. There's a thing called the coaching wheel, and it's all these different parts of our life. But to me, our hand goes everywhere with us, right? And so I always coach people now in, you got to know your why. And that's kind of a big thing. Know your why of your business. I believe you got to know your why of your life, because you can't get away from your life. It's going to be with you as long as you walk this earth. And it better tie into your business, not the other way around. And then the 5 areas are, you know, you 3 of you have addressed it. Our finances are a big part of our life that are just, we need to be intentional about it. Our health and wellness are part of it. Our faith journey, our relationships, and I'm missing one, and our career. So those are the 5 things. And so I really like people just, you know, the hand is a great reminder of these 5 different areas in our life, and then working on the why. And the Joy Formula really walks people through that, on helping them describe what each of those areas should look like, digging deeper into what their why is, and then creating a plan to follow that.
Awesome. Awesome. And is this on your website to sign up for this? And how much does it cost?
You know, I think, I can't tell you how much it cost. I think it's $600. I think, But if somebody from this group or the Happy Neighborhood Network would reach out to me, then I could offer a 20% discount if people wanted to sign up for it.
Okay, and how long does this go for?
Actually, I am creating this to be 6 months. And so it's a pretty good coaching package because I believe that it's more, it's people a lot of time focus in on habits, but habits need to become intentional. And all too often we start a habit and then we get distracted in the busyness of our lives. And I work best with accountability. I have a coach because I need to be accountable, you know, and so I think why I created it to be 6 months, it's 2 coaching sessions a month. And I think 2 group coaching sessions a month and 1 individual. And the reason I did that is to really help you stay focused, but to also give you time to practice and see where your struggles are, and then to come back and work through that. So it's, you know, it's for your life and it's for your business, it's for your spirituality, it's for your relationships. It's amazing how relationships can change when you stop trying to control other people and start with your own mindset and making those relationships better. And so it's just, I think it's going to be a lot of fun in really helping people connect their life to their why.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, does anybody have anything they'd like to ask Carrie that hasn't been asked yet?
Would you mind putting your information in the chat, Carrie?
Yep, I'm doing that right
Oh,
now.
okay, I'm sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we don't want to miss that. 'Cause, yeah, love to check out your website. So does anybody have any kind of events coming up this week or anything somewhere you've been that you really enjoyed or plan on going back to and like networking online or anything or in person?
I do a lot of networking. I mean, through BNI and a couple other private free groups. And so I'll be willing to share that with all of you if you'd like to ever come check out some of them. It's, you know, it's all about the relationships. I'm not telling y'all anything new.
Yeah, we love it. Oh, and I'd like to say hello to Mary Helen. I seen that she had joined our call today and don't want to, and just go, if you can, unmute yourself and tell us about you.
Hi, sorry, I was a little late and my son shares his computer with me, so that's why his name is up here. I guess I somehow logged into his account. Sorry about that. So I'm glad I was able to get on today. Mondays are not always the best day for me. I had family over the weekend and did lots of things, you know, cooking and things like that. And it's always busy. And Monday rolls around, I go, oh, okay, well, better get moving, you know. So, some of you know what I do, and I'm involved with a company called Amway, and we have a lot of wonderful quality organic supplements and skincare and you know, home products that help people, you know, live a healthier, better life. I'm very passionate about living a healthy life and taking supplements for that. We have I don't know if any of you here have children or grandchildren, but we have 4 amazing new products for kids' health. And I'm real excited about those. I'd like to meet some people that might be interested in those. I think with the current variant situation, I have a friend, her husband works at Children's Mercy Hospital, and the hospital is full of kids sick right now. So we have some wonderful nutritional products for kids, plus adults, of course. But, you know, like Dr. Laura would say, you know, you need to take care of your health, or you're going to have to take care of your illness. That's you know, that's the key, I think, for, you know, today. So anyway.
Thank you for sharing. That's pretty exciting to have some new products to share with us. And so, yeah, anybody that'd like to reach out and know more, please get with Mary Helen, and I'm sure she'd love to set up a time for you guys. And Sarah, it's been good to see you. I'll see you next time. And if you need anything, just let us know. Okay. And you'll see you soon. Have a great
Awesome.
week.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie. I'll talk to you all soon.
All
Have
right,
a great
bye-bye.
week.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. All right. Sorry, Mary Helen wanted to say bye before she leaves. And so yeah, just reach out and let's, if you guys haven't had a one-on-one with each other, just set those up whenever you can. So that's awesome. Does anybody have any events coming up? Okay, well, I do. I have one this Friday. It's with the Happy Neighborhood Project. It's the Kansas group at 11 a.m. Central, and I'd love to have everybody join us. I'm a co-host, and we have a lot of fun on Fridays because we like to end our week with joy and happiness. And so why not? Why not? Yeah. So.
Oh, I know. Michelle, can you talk a little bit about your posting party you're going to have next week?
Yeah, I started.
Did you already talk about that? I'm
No,
sorry.
let's
No, repeat
reiterate
it.
that. It's August 25th at 10:30 a.m. And it's really helpful if you have a LinkedIn account because that's where we use where we post. And Kathy's got all the details. She's going to be helping me with that. But basically, what you guys do is you create a post on LinkedIn. You copy that link for that. You come to, you can do it before the call or during the call, and you just post that in the chat. And then everybody clicks on that and they go to your LinkedIn page and makes, likes, loves, celebrates, and then makes a comment. And everybody does that. And all of a sudden your post is reaching more people than you can imagine because it goes off of their friends, your friends, the other people's friends, and it just keeps building up. So you guys, it's really cool how that works. The last one I had done a posting party somewhere else. It was 256 views I had on that post. So because of all the comments and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. So any questions about the
Sorry.
posting party? So I'm not sure I can answer them, but I can, I'll try.
Will this be similar to the one that Kathy's going to do in September?
Yeah, it's like all the ones we've done.
Is it
It's
the
just
same
we're
thing?
gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna be able to do it from the coffee club this time because we haven't had one. I was thinking everybody else has had one but me, so I wanted us to all have that experience so that we can promote each other and our businesses can be seen. Yeah,
Right.
right.
And LinkedIn is really a good source. I'm sure you would agree, Michelle, to get your name out there.
Yes, because that's where business happens
Really.
a lot more than anywhere else. So. Yep, I agree. So how was your vacation, Dr. Laura?
Too short.
Where'd you go?
I went to visit a friend who lives just outside of Orlando, and then we spent a couple of days in Siesta Key, which is right just a hop and a skip from Sarasota. So checked out the beach, made sure it was okay to, suntan on, and it was fine. The water was warm. It was hard to come back. It was
Where was
hot
the
though.
best pie?
I'm sorry.
Where was the best pie?
Where was the best? Oh, you saw that. Well, we gave up. We've been on, I'll tell the story. My girlfriend and I have been on a quest for key lime pie. You're in Florida.
Mhm.
Where is it? And we just have come to the conclusion, we did find 2 in 7 years. And actually, when we thought about it, they were actually cheesecakes and they weren't pie. So we're like, we just gave it up because of course we don't understand why we keep gaining weight after vacation. I don't know. Because we get key lime pie after we eat.
Mhm.
And then, so, but yeah, we tried again and actually the crust was better than the pie. And so, but it was fun. It was a fun vacation. We always have fun.
That's great. That's great. Oh, gosh. So let's see, what else did I have? I had something else I was going to ask. So Jen, do you have any favorite networking groups that you like to go to?
For me,
Yeah.
right now it's been just the few that are online. I love Fun Fearless whenever Delinda hosts something. Anybody who knows me knows I'm kind of, Delinda and I are hooked at the hip a little bit there.
Yeah.
So truly love that one. Other than that, I'll be honest, once we open this location, I've been tied to this, and with things starting to go back personal, but some in person, but some being virtual, I haven't jumped on as many as I would like, because just like this, I had a customer walk in right when when Gary was talking. It's like, got to disappear for a minute. So
Yeah. But that, at least we can be together and you can just jump right back on. You don't have to walk outside and just hang on a minute, that's just really fun and cool and easy and less time consuming, I tell you. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, you don't have the drive time incorporated, and I don't eat as many lunches out, which is probably a good thing
Yes.
for me.
That's awesome.
Can you
And
say the
then-
name
and
of the
then-
group? What was the name of the group?
Fun, fearless female.
You guys, I'm going to jump out for a second. Dr. Laura and everybody, could you just keep going for a second? I'll be right back.
Well, and Jennifer, I'd like to tag you with you and Delinda, usually Tuesdays at 9:30. You're through the Fun Fearless Female. You've got a little show going on there too, so check that out.
Yeah,
a
we
lot of
do. It's
fun.
at 9:30. It's on either Delinda Lane's page, Delinda Lane speaker, or Fun Fearless Female. We try to broadcast it to all three as long as the technology gremlins allow us to. And we never know. Literally, I don't know what the topic is. I will probably get it at 11 to midnight my time, about 10 o'clock Delinda's time in Las Vegas. She'll send some random word or something, or sometimes it's purely, we don't know. It's just, but we have a nice conversation, and it's always a really good back and forth conversation about business, about life, about society, about whatever. So we really enjoy that.
So are you guys all associated with Happy Neighborhood Project? Is everybody, I know you are, Daryl, I know that. Are you guys all, everybody else? Well, I know, Grace and Jennifer and Michelle. I'm just slowly easing my way in there, and it's a lot of fun. I think
It is a
everybody's
lot
just
of fun.
super nice.
That's how I met Carrie, Laura.
That's awesome.
I'm very new to it, very new.
Yeah, I haven't joined a
And
lot
that's
of
okay.
those. I haven't joined a lot of those groups. Could somebody talk about why they like them so much? And besides meeting the people all over, I mean, has it helped your business? Have you, how is it, why you like it?
I can say for myself, and I'm easing into it because I'm pretty busy with other things, but it gives good practice for your, you've got 2 minutes, and it gives you good practice to, talk about your business. And then it's just neat to meet people from all over the country and all over the world. I mean, I'm always fascinated with that piece. So, but for me, I take it as a good practice. And my business has bumped up a little bit with it too. So.
And that's one of the things that I hear all the time is everyone likes how it's structured. That
Yes.
we stay on time, and really doesn't matter what event you go to, you know what to expect.
Right.
You got the time.
I was going to add that I think it's fun just meeting people from everywhere. I was on a worldwide connection one Friday, and in the breakout, I ended up with, and everybody here knows that I'm from Canada originally, and I ended up with, there were 7 of us in the breakout room, and we were all from Canada. One lady lived in Mexico. I'm living here. 3 of them were in Canada, and the other one was living in England.
Wow.
Now, I mean, how
That's
often
cool.
would that ever happen?
Yeah.
And we all had common everything. It was fabulous.
I agree. It's really awesome. And it's I guess it's your expectations. It depends on what your expectations are, if it's successful for you. But mine are, when I went into it, I wasn't sure what it was going to be like, but it has honed my skills. You get to talk, like Dr. Laura said, about your business, and then you're able to improve it. It's a practice. But it's also really cool because it's just like the coffee club where we're building the relationships, getting to know each other, wanting top of mind. And then there's areas that you never dreamt of what these people do. It's really interesting. And I've read in several books, and I've been in lots of seminars about the 6 degrees of separation in the whole world, so it doesn't matter that person's in Australia. Who do they know? You would be surprised how small a world we actually live in, especially since we've all went online now, and we're starting to hybrid. I think it's cool because this is what I'm doing is, I'm meeting you guys. And I already know some of you from the local area, of course. And then, I've opened up my business to all of the US and Canada, which I have been able to do the entire time I've been in business, but I didn't know enough people outside of my area. And so I don't like cold calling, so I don't have to, because I get to meet and put them in my warm market and build those relationships with people from all over. And so, yes, I've gotten business, and I've gotten really great connections that really help, not for just me, but for everybody I know. Because if you say, oh, I need this, and I'm like, oh, have you met, and then connect, that's just awesome. Anybody else have any comments about HNP or any other online networking?
I think, again, Michelle, it's all mindset. If you go in with what you're going to get, if you give to give, universe gives back tenfold. If you give to get, universe takes it away. So if
Right.
you go in with just the fact of meeting new people and not trying to sell them, but realizing that your connection might be exactly what they're looking for, or you might know somebody that could be a big help to them.
Right. And sometimes it's just for you. They're like, oh, I've had this happen where, oh my gosh, where have you been? I've needed what you have. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I've been right here. You just hadn't had the opportunity to meet me yet. So thank God for networking,
And
and
the true foundation of networking is exactly what you're talking about. That's the foundation. It's not
Yeah.
barfing on somebody, hey, buy my product and do this and do this. It's,
right,
getting to know people.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. So does anybody have anything fun they're going to do this weekend or later this week that you'd like to share? And then we're going to have to call it wraps because the Doc and Queenie shows at high noon.
This is something we actually did not this last weekend, the weekend before, but we jumped on a train and went to Chicago and watched our Kansas City Royals play the Chicago White Sox, and jumped on a train and came back home. And
Did they win?
so-
Did the Royals win?
No, we lost that game. We won the next 2 nights, but we lost that one. So that's okay. That seems to be the way it is. But it was a lot of fun in a different way. My husband grew up traveling by train, so it's something I throw out there. Consider it. If those of us here in the Midwest, this is an unusual concept. I know the East Coast, that is a major
Yeah.
way of travel for a lot of people over there, but here it's a little unusual. But it's a great way. It is a great
Yeah.
way to see some beautiful countryside right now.
Well, my husband's been wanting us to go on a train ride too. So thank you for that, Jen. I'll have to talk to him again about this.
Yeah.
Holler at me because I can give you some tips because it's
Okay,
a
I would
great
love
way to
to
go.
have- I
Yeah.
would love
I
that.
went to Herman, Missouri about a month ago, watched the weather.
Yeah.
Because we ended up
Sure.
taking the train there and had to bus back because of the
Mhm.
rain.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Really?
yeah, so be cautious.
Why didn't why didn't the train go? Too bad weather?
Yeah, because of rain, the tracks were flooded.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's too bad. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's one of the best things you can do, I think.
How'd you handle that if you didn't have a car?
We got bused home by the
Oh, you
train.
bussed home. I see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they handled it
They had to
beautifully.
pay for
It was actually more fun taking the bus.
Really?
It really was, because we had
That's
some great
awesome.
people on the bus, but just be careful wherever you're going, just check the weather.
And the other thing,
I guess-
I'm just throwing out there to everybody is, through all of this, the last 18 months, a lot of small businesses are hurting. Seek out
Mhm.
those small, locally owned mom and pop restaurants, little stores, whatever you can do. If you're not traveling outside your community, that's fine, but then go give them the business and help them out a little bit, because some of them are still struggling and pulling through. A lot of them are working off their reserves, but that is my objective. Sadly, I don't have to cook, which is sometimes nice. We go out to eat a little bit, but we always make sure it's one of those little locally owned places to
I'm
keep them
with you,
in business.
Jen. That's the only way to go out is to help mom and pops. I'm all about it. Yep.
Mm.
I
I've
always
been
like,
going to the farmers markets. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mary Helen. Yeah.
I have to leave, Michelle. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye,
thank
everybody.
y'all.
Take care.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Bye,
you.
y'all.
Bye.
Thank y'all.
Okay, Mary Helen, go ahead and
oh,
finish up.
no,
and we're gonna-
I was just gonna say, buy locally. Don't always buy from Amazon.
Yeah, we,
You know, or someone, if you know someone who sells supplements, buy from them. Don't go to Walgreens or CVS just to save a
Yep.
lot.
absolutely helping the small guy. That's the way to go, man. That's awesome. Well, you guys, it's been great. I love it. It's 11:55. I gotta go, but I'm looking forward to August 25th at 10:30 a.m. Central for our posting party hosted by the Coffee Club. So thank you guys for coming. Hope that you have a fantastic week and see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
thank you.